Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing Standard League with our caustic cloud summoning Necromancer. Today we're not gonna run a tier 10 map. We're actually gonna run a unique tier 9 map, the Putrid Cloister. The previous map we ran dropped a bunch of divination cards from a chest, and one of the cards actually got completed and gave us a corrupted unique map, and this one came rolling out. That seemed appropriate. We will be cursed with vulnerability, conductivity, flammability, frostbite and projectile weakness. So just about every damage type we will be more vulnerable to. And we of course will have to be more careful than normal. But because we are rather overcapped on our resistances, I think we will still be maxed out. So let's see what we can get from here. The boss is gonna be based on a Doedre Dark Tongue, and we're gonna face her a couple of 3 times according to the wiki, and each time she's gonna drop cards for us. So we will be careful. Let's have a look at our resist. See, we are still overcapped. That's the upside of having very high resistances. And of course we will make our minions do most of the tanking for us. So I think we might actually have a decent build for this map here, because we will be limiting our personal exposure to enemies by quite a bit. Therefore reducing the impact of the curses we receive, which is rather nice. But of course it's still a tier 9 map, so that means enemies are still going to hurt quite a bit, and we still have to be careful. Okay, enemies are still doing decent damage over time, or damage, area damage. Not over time, area damage. Keep finding myself resummoning zombies quite a bit. And that is despite our minions not being affected by all the curses that we are affected by. It's just that area of effect damage is one of the weaknesses of the zombies. There's a little bit over there. We'll see if it in the end wraps around or not. This is a tough totem. It really has quite some life. Okay, put a decoy totem in there just to focus their fire away from us. Never having played this map before, I have no idea how the general progression of the map is going to be. But we'll see. If this is going to be one that wraps around. As I mentioned, so we will have to try to not get hit too often, because we are a lot more vulnerable than we normally would be. Also, we should keep our zombies maxed out here. Here, there you go. I got a feeling we're just looping back to the start, which is nice. That basically gives us a full clear here. And the totems here boosting the damage output of their allies, definitely not helpful considering everything else. The projectile weakness makes us take more damage from the missile barrage from the tentacled miscreations. I believe that's also fire damage. So that just adds more on top. Arena, this is going to be the first of 3 boss fights. So we'll see how things go here. Yeah, have a decoy totem. Okay. Portal attracts enemies, that's not good. Here, have some enemies. Have some totems, have some distractions. Ugh. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. I don't like you. I really, really don't like you. I'm just gonna hide behind this table, okay? Oi. Okay, I can also shoot past the table. Then I guess it's fair. And we got her. First stage. We get a bunch of cards. Hey, funny. This is a 1 out of 1. Gets us 5 Chaos Orbs. I like this one. Better than a Reign of Chaos. Then you get 8 cards for a single Chaos Orb, and here you get 1 card for 5. This seems like a way, way better deal. I can assume that the fight is only going to get more intense. So it was already, we had a couple of close calls. We really need to be careful in the upcoming fights. Just the fact that we do a lot of damage over time, despite our minions, or no, regardless or whether our minions are alive or not, really helps us. So as long as we keep channeling and keep those caustic clouds up in the air, then eventually the boss is gonna die on it. But of course, if we're low on minions, that means we're low on distractions. So for now, we'll just keep that where it is. These are Army of the Damned is ready to provide 35 distractions as needed. Speaking of distractions, we are losing zombies again. Well, let's re-summon them. Come on. Yes. Good stuff. Yep. You start shooting to the sides, not straight at me. I like that better. Yeah, see the enemies, now once we get the caustic clouds up, they are just gonna melt. But it is, no, we do have some warm-up time at... nope, let's not stand in the area effects. I said, let's not stand in the area effects. Do ambush charge, low level unique. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Seems like this is a linear section of a map. That way we prevent backtracking. Also here we have a totem. There you go. Normally those are already dangerous foes. Map like this, they just become more dangerous. Of course, once we get our bone offering up, we have a lot of block chance, our minions have a lot of block chance, and then our minions suddenly start acting like a pretty decent meat shield. We got a ghost. Bye bye ghost. I think we will want to clear this corner here, probably dead end. Yeah. There we go. Excellent. No enemy left behind. Okay. Being slow and steady tends to win a lot of races. And effectively, all of these curses together, they turn anyone into a glass cannon. I don't think any kind of build, unless one that's maybe built specifically to counter curses. But I don't think a lot of builds are gonna be able to face tank a lot of here. So it's gonna be hit and run, it's gonna be hiding, it's gonna be indirect damage, and that does its thing. So we'll put up a portal for the second fight. Let's go. Have a distraction. Okay, so the additional challenge here is in having 2 portals. Let's add an army of the damned up here. That's just a lot of distractions for the summoned mobs and for Deirdre herself. That means we can just start getting caustic clouds up and just reducing them. Also, our zombies have been chewed up. But of course, due to all the distractions, we can summon them without too much issues. Here, I have another decoy totem, so we can stand on the opposite side of it. Here, I have it again, and that was the second stage. Cool. So, the summoned minions don't have souls, so they don't recharge your Val skills. Let's hope there's going to be another 64 mobs between here and the next fight, so we can fully charge up. Let's go. And we're losing zombies again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good. Excellent. Let's see, allies have evasion and substantial extra physical damage. Oh, they do make each other more dangerous. Avant Agio. Yeah, I don't like you. Get out of my face, please. There we go. And then we pick up one more item and let's empty our pockets here. Oh, first loot run. We have a huge amount of cards. Well, huge. A large amount. But let's not put this too strongly. We can just add that to the card box. Just emptied it. See how many of the things we are completing now. And that's the nice thing about the maps that give you cards or the card boxes. Actually complete some random sets. And let's get back in. And I just noticed we actually lost our golem in there and I didn't even repost it. I'm so sorry, golem. And we're losing zombies. Okay, some stuff moves forward. Let's see if this is a bend in the road or if things are just branching out here. This does test your situational awareness skills a bit. My skill levels for situational awareness are not terribly high. So it is a good test. You're trying to channel at your opponents. You're trying to position yourself out of the main path of those projectile attacks. But no, those AoE circle things on the floor, you are also trying to not move into them, but also move out of them when they are being directed your way. So there's a lot of things going on. And also you're trying to keep the number of zombies up. Okay, this is just a bit back. If we clear this, then we no longer have anything in the back and we can just move forward. Army has been refilled. And you're the only one. Okay. Oh, no, there's actually two. Ooh, stacked deck. Get divination cards from those. Not sure if they count as divination cards or not, but we'll see how to use them afterwards. Okay. Okay, now we only have enemies to the front, not from the side. Ooh, another stacked deck. I like it. Okay, they managed to kill our golem. Or not, maybe. Okay, there's the arena, so we know that's the direction we want to go. Okay, let's not approach this via the center, because then we're gonna get flanked on all the sides. Rather, let's see if we can push from the edges. Here, I have a decoy totem. Now we're at least only gonna get flanked from 2 sides rather than from 3 sides. Okay. They are definitely very nice, very good at murdering zombies. Almost like they got a grudge against zombies or something. Okay, this is just the final totem here. Come on, be murdered. Let's see. Check, all our minions are alive, including the totem, which is not actually a minion, but still nice to see that it is alive. And a couple more totems and then it's gonna be boss fight. I think this is gonna be the final fight. 3 monsters remaining, but that's these 2 and then a Duedry Dark Tongue. Exactly. We are actually on our way to do a full clear for this. Well, if it's 5 this of course. So, here goes. Yep, 3 portals is going to be the name of the game. I want to be as far away from you as possible. Army of the Damned, let's open up with that one. Decoy Totem, let's get the heck out of there. Keep the Decoy Totem up. Let's keep our distance so we can see if she is throwing stuff at us. Here, have some decoy totems. Okay, I'm not entirely happy with this anymore. This is a lot more enemies that I'm comfy with. Okay, maybe we should just focus on the boss, because there's just a lot of add-ons. Decoy Totem helps a little bit. Let's actually use our Vile Discipline here, get our Golem up. Decoy Totem, yep. You. Oh. No! Ah, dang. So, I wanted to flame dash, but didn't aim it properly, or I got interrupted, not entirely sure. That is the downside of flame dash. It can be interrupted. We still have a number of portals, so let's empty our pocket. It is an upside, of course, now that we are not playing this on hardcore anymore. Ah, cool. You can just pull cards from the deck. That is pretty cool. And that gets us a couple more cards for the collection. Of course, let's get everything back up. So, Arctic. You know what? Instead of vulnerability, which is an aggressive thing, maybe we should switch to discipline here. Like that. Give ourselves a little bit larger energy shield pool, and as a result also more energy shield regen. So if we're running around, we're just going to be slightly better at defended. Okay, that gets our auras up. Maybe we should just get some zombies in here. And then let's try this again. Okay, well, we have 4 tries. And we did manage to weaken the boss quite a bit. Not quite sure if the life resets or not, but we will find that out now. No, we're just leaving off where we were. Distraction Totem. Let's see. The Golem already bit the dust. Question is, can we kill things faster than they can kill us? And in the process of just moving through and trying to clear out the rebel, we accidentally killed the boss. I'm pretty happy with that. So we got a Bazaar map, that's nice. We got a Valley of Steel boxes. It gives a monstrous treasure. Polymorph, the Risk, the Hunger, Battleborn, Assassin's Favor, Metalsmith's Gift, the Fletcher, Deuter's Madness, Fitting, and Lontador's Lost Love. And then that's the final one. So we managed to clear the map, not without deaths, which is of course unfortunate. But this is a pretty hectic map. And every further encounter with Duedre getting an extra portal up here, so in the end there's 3 portals actively summoning minions, overwhelming you. It's an interesting challenge. It's fun to play. And with that, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.